So we're gonna do a drill that's got some similarities to Trust Your Guard, another video we did. You're learning not to wait your turn to start striking. So Trust Your Guard is purely a defensive drill. Break-in, is the drill we're doing here, is also defensive, but it's defensive with an awareness that you need to at some point get in there and start throwing your own shots. So we'll demo the drill and just like 30 seconds of it. This one, 30 seconds to a minute, 2 minutes even sometimes we'll do that, but you're just gonna have to watch your energy expenditure. And here it is. Go pretty hard. You can do this much lighter depending on the level of the person you're working with. You start. Oh man. There it is. 20 seconds was enough. We were going really hard. This drill could look like this. It can look like this. Yeah, you can vary up the energy. Ethan and I were like getting ready for a fight. Hitting each other pretty hard. You shouldn't do that if you're new. You should go much lighter. If somebody is firing away and they have a high volume style, you can't be waiting your turn. As a rule, it's a little easier to follow kicks back than it is punches. I'll put my gloves down here. So if he's throwing punches, he's on both feet and it's like, I can find gaps, but it's just like there's less time. But when somebody throws a kick, it often, usually, takes longer for that kick to get to target, and it takes longer for them to get back to a good balanced braced position. So if we're doing this drill and start punching and they throw a kick, that's like pretty much time to go, but you can't wait for kicks. Just as a note, it is easier to follow kicks back and break in after those than it is after punches if the person's a good boxer. So another aspect of this drill is that you have to maintain your own defensive responsibility while you're throwing a combo, because it's not just Ethan waiting to hit me. I get really happy here with my strikes, and at some bang, oh man, I should have been doing that. Boom, 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 and he fires, and my hand was just a little bit closer to where it should be. I'm gonna either accidentally or be able to block just because I'm holding a better position during my own offense. Don't get crazy. Remember, if you're the one striking, that they're gonna be firing back, and you need to be somewhere nice and tight, like you should be all the time anyways. When doing this drill, keep in mind it's a drill. So in a fight, someone starts throwing a combo at you, you're gonna wanna stop that as soon as you can, because they're gathering up momentum, they're gathering up points, they're gathering up damage because something's gonna sneak through. In the drill, you can kind of arbitrarily choose to break in at like different intervals. Maybe he hits me once and I break in. Maybe I let him get up to like 7 strikes, so you can give yourself some time to think. So let's say he's just gonna stop and think a bit more. Boom, 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 boom. Well, and at some point here, he's let me get going. I always tell the guys, like, don't wait till 10 strikes goes by. That's just building a bad habit. But somewhere between like 5 and 8 can be okay, as long as you don't do it every single time. They get going, you let them get some sort of rhythm, then you break in. Every once in a while, I'll do something, and right bang, he's just gonna try to cut off my offensive flow. But again, have a little bit of give and take. It's a drill, and you wanna give yourself and your partner time to kind of think about when are the good times to get in there. And finally, you can leave this a little less open. And what I mean by that is, instead of just like picking off like whatever strike you feel good entering on, right? He might say, okay, I really gotta work on answering when people hit my guard with their left hook. So he's specifically, and like I might not know this is something he wants to work on, but as I'm working, he's just kind of waiting for me to pop, bang. Okay, and whatever counter you're working on, but you can actually kind of set yourself up ahead of time in your own mind. I'm gonna work on countering off of hooks. So I'm gonna work off countering off the lead hook. And you can make a practice of specific blocking counters rather than just leaving it wide.